Today we're going to cover the Word SAM textbook project. So you'll need to click on it to download the files. I'm going to download them all. We need the document to start with, and then we also need this PNG file, which is a picture of a bullet that we're going to use later. Okay, so that's downloaded both files. Now that they've downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and open the ROB document. It'll be your name instead of mine. It's going to open it in the window that I had already created, so I have everything side by side. Then I'm going to click on the instructions now. The instructions over here. And we're going to start looking at what we're doing today. So we're going to create a multi-page document. We're going to insert a cover page, insert text and content controls, apply character effects, change paragraph indentation, insert formatted headers and footers, remove a content control, format page numbers, sort paragraphs and tables, change the color of bullets in a list, add a picture bullet to a list, create a multi-level list, edit and format word tables, insert a formula in a table, and also create a watermark. So during your business and personal endeavors, you may want or need to provide a recommendation to a person or a group of people for their consideration. You might suggest that they purchase a product such as a vehicle, food, or contract a service such as veterinary services or web design services. Or you might try to convince an audience to take an action such as visit an establishment or donating to a cause. You may be asked to request funds for a new program or promote an idea such as a benefits package to accompany employees or a budget plan to upper management. To present these types of recommendations, you may find yourself writing a proposal. And so this is what these are today, is proposals. So we're going to do a sales proposal. Our sales proposal is going to look similar to this. Actually, it'll look almost exactly like it. We're going to have a cover letter. We're going to have 2 sheets of our page of data and information for our employee retreat. So this is the steps that we're going to do, and we already went over the objectives. So we're going to start Word, open the proposal draft file, save it with a new file name, and specify Word settings. So we've already downloaded the file. This is what is right here. And then it says save it to the hard drive or other storage location using the file name. So I'm going to change the name to this. So I'm going to enable editing now that I've downloaded it and opened it. Then I'm going to go File. I'm going to go Save As. And I'm going to put it in my PC computer. So browse. And then I'm going to put it in my PC. And I'm going to put SCWD4. Okay, 4. See here, underscore employee retreat sales proposal. Underscore retreat. Underscore underscore sales underscore proposal. So the SCWD4 employee retreat sales proposal and then underscore in your name. Not DOCX, it's already right here as a type. Click on save. Now I have that in my documents folder so I know where it is. Then it's going to go to print layout view and click on the status bar if it's not on. I have my status bar down here, you see. Let's see here, show hide button. So that's on my home tab, and my show hide button is the paragraph mark button. So click on that, show and hide. Display this page the same width as the document. If you notice, it is the same width. And zoom if necessary. Display the rulers on the screen. My rulers are already showing, but if you need to show those, click on view, and then click on show, and then rulers are right here in the show group. Okay. I'm also on the print layout view, and I believe that's what it asked for a while ago. Okay. If you're using a mouse, you want your screens to match the figures in the book, you can verify you're using a mouse mode. Okay, I already am using mouse mode. Unless you're using a touch screen or a touch tablet, it will be on mouse mode already, most likely. Okay, so let's get into the nitty gritty of it. Obviously, you need to read over what we're doing. Like, for instance, we're creating a cover page, gives you information on what's creating a cover page, some effective designs of a cover page, and now we're going to insert the cover page that they've already created for us. So it says display the insert tab. Then it says click the cover page button. So we've got insert pages here. So we're going to do the drop down, click on cover page. It's going to load a whole bunch of different cover pages that are built into the system. We're going to scroll through the cover page gallery to see the variety of available predefined cover pages. When finished, display the retrospect cover page in the cover page gallery. If necessary, scroll and click the retrospect cover page gallery to insert the selected cover page as the first page of the current document. So I'm going to scroll down and find retrospect. Retrospect is right here. And I clicked insert. And the reason why I inserted it here at the top is because my insertion point was here originally. Okay, now it wants to display view one page. So I'm going to do that real quick. View. And then we're going to go, which one is one page? One page, here we go. So now we can see the whole page on the document. Next page. Enter text in the content control. Okay, now we have a content control. So we have a document title, the subtitle, the name, the company name, and the company address. So we're going to fill those in now. So it does zoom as wide as a document window. I'm going to go back to zoom and go to page width. I like to be able to see more of the document. Okay, so it says click on the document title and type in employee retreats. So I'm going to click on the document title, and then I don't have to delete it. I just start typing. We click on the subtitle, same thing, and we're going to type in recharge, reconnect, and renew. Don't worry about the formatting. Just type it in as it says. I know it's all caps. That's fine. You didn't have to put caps lock on or anything. It automatically did that for us. Okay, now the author content control. The author that we're writing this for, her name is Kara. Now this one you have to actually click and then drag to select it. Kara Bates, and coordinator, and 616-555-0122. And then now the company name is Awakenings Lodge and Conference Center. The address is here, so I'm going to type all that in, and it should look just like what's on the screen here to the right. So company name, and then the company address is 15683 Lane, Poland, Michigan, 4942. Verify that the numbers are right. Okay, we have 15683, 15683, 492, 49424, and the phone number is 555-0122, 555 0 down 22. Okay, so everything looks good. Going to the next page. This is to format characters in small caps and modify character spacing. So scroll up if necessary to select the text to be formatted. That's Employee Retreats. So we're going to select Employee Retreats. And then it's going to say display the Home tab, Font Dialog Launcher. So Home tab, Font Dialog Launcher is right here. And we're going to click on Bold. So Bold. And then we're going to go to Small Caps. Small Caps. In the text effect areas. Click the Advanced tab. The Advanced tab. In the spacing arrow in the character spacing area, click Expanded to increase the amount of space between the characters by 1 point, which is the default. Expand. And we're going to change the 1 on the next one. It says double click the value in the spacing by box and then type 5. Double click to select it all and then type in the 5. You also can click and drag and delete it and put it, or you can push the up arrow many times and get to 5. Click in any box in the dialog box for the change to take effect. So we're going to move this down a little bit, and I'm going to click somewhere else, and you should see it take effect. And let's see here. I don't see it doing that. Click OK to apply the font changes to the selected text. Click OK. Now it applies it. Click anywhere to remove the selection from the text. So we're going to deselect that line. And there we go. It should look like this. Next page. Modify page formatting. In the following sections, you edit and format the draft of a proposal that's below the cover page by deleting a page break, applying styles, changing paragraph indentation, inserting a header and a footer, and formatting page numbers. That's why you should always read these, so you know what you're going to do before you do it. Okay, to print specific pages in a document, we're actually going to show you how to do this, but we're not going to actually print. It says click the file on the ribbon to open the backstage, and then you're going to go to print. And it's going to show you the print pages. You have 1 right here, you have page 2 right here, and you have page 3 right here. So it's also going to give you a list of printers that you might have. Mine's showing it's out of paper. And then it says type in 1 to 2 pages. So I can go down here, instead of print the whole thing, I can just print 1-2 pages. So I hit something on my mouse. -2 pages. And when I click on something else, it's just going to show me, it should show me the 1 to 2 pages, but it's not showing that right now. So here's the page, but we're not actually printing that page. We're going to print this page and this page. Okay, that just saves printer ink. Okay, so if I click print, it would just print these 2 pages. It's not going to print the 0 page that doesn't have a page number. Okay. By the way, print scaling elements should you include in the body of a self-proposal. You read that on your own time. To delete a page break, that's the next thing we're going to do. So we're going to pretend we printed it, but we really didn't, and you don't need to either. I'll go to the backstage, get out of the backstage view, back into my home tab. And it says delete a page break. Scroll to display the page break notation in the document. It's under the team building activities. Do you see it here? And it says to click to delete to remove the page break from the document. So we're going to find the page break. Right here, team building activities. I'm going to click on that line to select the line, and I'm going to hit the delete key on the keyboard, and that deletes it. I still have my my paragraph line space here, and my dining and team building activity fees here. Okay. Other ways to do it, there's always another way to do stuff. Apply heading styles. Now we're going to apply some heading styles to clean it up a little bit. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to position the insertion point in the paragraph to be formatted. In this case, it's the first line below the cover page, Awakenings, a place to recharge, reconnect, and renew. I'm going to select that line. And then it tells me to click on heading 1 style. Now, if you have the big screen with all of your ribbons showing, it'll already be here like this. You can see all of your heading styles and stuff. But because I have mine minimized, so I can use the book at the same time, my styles group is condensed down like this. So I'm going to have to mouse over until I find heading 1 style. It actually has a label there, so that changes it to heading 1 style. Okay, click heading 1 style in the styles group to apply the heading 1 style. We just did that. Now position the insertion point in the paragraph to be formatted in the heading 2 style. In this case, the word faculty. So not faculty, facility. So we're going to click on styles again, and we're going to put heading 2 style on here. And we're going to turn the page. To change the left paragraph indent. Okay, now we're going to change an indent. So position the insertion point in the paragraph to indent. In this case, the paragraph that begins with Awakenings Lodge and Conference Center. So that is this paragraph here. I'm just going to select the whole paragraph. You can probably do it with just the insertion point, but I'm going to do it this way. And then we're going to click on the indent button. The indent button is this one right here. You see how it says increase indent when I click on it, or when I mouse over it? So we're going to click on that. That's in the paragraph group, and it's going to move it over. And then there's other ways to do it. It's automatically set at 1/2 inch. Insert a different first page formatted header. Okay, so we're going to insert a different first page formatted header, but we're going to actually do it on the second page. So display the insert tab, and then we're going to go to header, click on it, and we have the built-in ones, and I believe we're going to go down to edit. Let me look. Now we're going to find retrospect. So we're going to find retrospect. Make sure you're reading the words, because some of the other ones are orange as well. And we're going to put that in there. Now, I need to make sure that it has different first page. So I'm going to click over here. Oops. I'm going to make it bigger so I can see my whole ribbon. And I'm going to make sure that the different first page is selected, because we don't want the header on our cover page. We just want it on pages 2 and 3. So if I scroll to the top, it's not up here in our cover page. It's only on page 2 and on page 3. That's exactly what we want. Okay, let me minimize it back down so I can see my instructions. So different first page is not selected. If it is not selected, then click it to select it so it does not appear on the cover page. We've got that taken care of. Okay, next page. To remove a content control. Okay, the following steps delete the date content control. Why? Because we don't need the date on this. So we're going to click on the date right here. And I like to click up here on the actual gray part where it says date, and then I hit delete. That way I know I've deleted the content control, not just the space that has the word date in it. Okay, you can also right click like this shows and click remove content control. That works just as well. Insert a different first page formatted footer. Okay, click on the go to footer button right here, go to footer. It's just going to take us down to the footer. So now we can see our footer down here. And see here, it wants us to display the footer gallery. So we're going to click on footer. It wants us to find the retrospect footer design. Make sure the different first page to the box is still selected. Ours is. And we're going to go down here to retrospect. Click on retrospect, and it's going to put it in there. You notice the content control of the author is already on here for us, automatically built in, and automatically has a page number built into it too as well. Okay, ours looks just like this, so we're good. Turn the page. To format page numbers, why would you would like the page number to display with dashes around it instead of just a single number? Why? Because you want the page number to be more noticeable. The following steps format this page number. So we're going to go click on the page number button in the header footer design tab to display the page number menu. And then we're going to go format page numbers. And now it's going to give us a list of choices. We're going to find the one that says 1, 2, 3 with the dashes surrounding each of the numbers. It's the second choice. And then it's also start at page number 1. We already have that. And then click OK. and it changes our page numbers. We'll scroll down to page 1, and we have the dash 1 dash. And it says click close the header and footer button. So we're going to click on close the header and footer button, and we're done with that section. Turn the page. Okay. The format the text using the font dialog box. Okay. So we're going to, following steps, format the conclusion, the last line in the body of the proposal so that it is colored, uses small caps, and has expanded spacing. So select the text to be formatted. That's this choose awakenings for your next employee retreat. I'm going to use the select the whole line button. You can click and drag if you like it. Then it wants you to click on the font dialog box launcher. So I've clicked on that. We were on advanced tab last, so that's why it's on there. So I'm going to click on the font tab, and it wants us to go to orange accent 2. So we're going to go to font color. Since it doesn't say lighter or darker, we know it's our theme colors palette up here at the top. It's orange accent 2. Click on it. Then it says 16 size, step number 4. So I'm going to go to 16 size. Then click the small caps check button. Somebody yesterday, when I was helping them, did the all caps and it didn't turn out right. So make sure you click on the small caps, not all caps. Okay. Then click the advanced tab. Now we're going to go to some spacing in the character spacing. So number 7 says click the spacing arrow. We're going to go to expanded, and we're going to do by 2. So I'm going to double click the 1, and I'm going to type in the 2 button, and then click OK to apply the font changes. So I click OK, and it should look like this, just like in the book. Okay. Save the sales proposal again with the same title name. So I'm going to click on my quick access toolbar and click on the save button. That way it saves all of the work we've done so far, just in case something happens, power goes out, whatever. Okay, turn the page. Editing and formatting lists. The finished sales proposal in this module has 2 lists, a bulleted list and a multi-level list shown in these 2 figures at the beginning of the module. The bulleted list uses a predefined bullet character instead of a simple round dot, and the color of the bullet character is changed from the default. The multi-level list has multiple levels for each item and also uses a picture for one of the bullet characters. The following sections illustrate the steps used to edit and format the list. And we've got the steps to do. We're going to do them one by one here. Okay, to select a predefined bullet character for a list. Select the paragraph to be formatted in the bullet list. So that's going to be under the facility, right here, this section here. So we're going to start over again. Select all of those, and then we're going to click on the bullets arrow, and we're going to click on the predefined bullet, which is the arrowhead. Click on that, and it puts those arrowheads on there for us. They call it a pointing chevron. Now to change the bullet color, with the bulleted list selected, click Bullets arrow, Home tab paragraph 2 to display the bullets gallery again. And we're going to define the new bullet. So we're going to click on the font color. So we'll click on the font button, and then we're going to go here to color, and it wants us to do orange accent 2. Orange accent 2. Click OK to change the color. Click OK to change the color of the bullet character in the collected list. So we've done that. Click OK, the color is changed. Now we're going to click OK to change it. Now we have the orange pointed chevron. On the page. To change the left paragraph indent. Okay, now since these are bullets, we've got them indented here, but we also want it indented over here so it looks like a list instead of just more paragraphs. So to do that, we're going to have our selection selected, which we already have. Click the Increase Indent button in the paragraph group to increase the indent to the selected bulleted list 1/2 inch from the left margin. So we're going to click on the Increase Indent, and it increases the indent 1/2 inch. Now that's from the bullets Now we're going to do the same thing for the other side. So we're going to do the change the paragraph indent. With the paragraphs to format still selected, position the pointer on the right indent marker. It's this little button right here. It looks like a little triangle. If you hold the mouse over it long enough, it'll say right indent. And we're going to click it and we're going to drag it over to the left at number 6, which is half an inch. And it moves everything over. Okay, so it should look just like in the text. We've already dragged it to a 6 marker, so here is what it looks like. This is what it was. This is what it looks like now. Make sure yours does. The other ways to do it again, inserting a page break. The team building activities heading should appear on the beginning of the next page. Our team building activities shows up down here. We don't like that. So let's go to the heading in front of the T in the team building. So we're going to click in front of the T in team building. I clicked something else and go back. There we go. And we're going to insert and then pages and a page break. It puts a page break in there for us. So now we have a page break in. Now we have some data here that's going to show us something for the next page. So the multi-level list to be selected will be this one. It's the symbols. So remember that when we get to the next page. To create a multi-level list, you already can read. Position the insertion point at the location for the multi-level list, which in this case is the blank line below the team building activities. So we have a blank line right here, so we're going to click on it. And we're going to insert a multi-level list. So we're going to go to Home. We have a multi-level list right here. I'm going to click on the drop down, and we're going to find one with the symbols on it, because that's what it says. The character format for the multi-level list, and these are the characters. So we're going to click on it. Then it says click to increase the indent button. It's this button here again. So that slides it over 5 spaces. And then it says type indoor team building activities. Then it tells me to hit enter right here. So I'm going to hit enter. And then it says press tab to demote the current item. So right now it looks like this. We're going to hit tab to demote it. And now I'm going to have a chevron. So now we're going to type in the different ones. So board games, card games, and pool tables. Those are the indoor activities. Type it just the way it says. If it's capitalized, capitalize it. If it's lowercase, lowercase it. And pool table. Enter. Then we're going to shift tab, and that's going to make it increase or promote, and we're going to get one of these little squares again. So shift tab, and it makes it one of those little squares again. Okay, and now we're going to do outdoor team building activities. And press enter, and then I'm going to press the demote button again by hitting tab, and then I'm going to type in light activity. And then I'm going to hit enter. And then I've got all of these different light activities to do. So it tells me to hit tab again to make it go to another lower list. So I have a little black dot, and I'm going to type in scenic hayride, bonfire, s'mores, S apostrophe MORES, scavenger hunt, and then we're going to shift tab to promote again. So we have the chevron again, and then we're going to type in moderate activities, moderate activity. To enter, press tab again to demote for the dot, archery, bike riding with guide, hiking with guide, and looks like this. So we're going to turn the page. Now it says change the bullet character to picture bullets. It says position the insertion point in the paragraph containing the bullet you want to change in the picture bullet. So that's going to be this little square thing. So I'm going to click here. And we're going to go to define bullet. Hold on, let me go through the list. Define new bullet. So I'm going to do the drop down. Define new bullet. And it's going to tell us to go to the picture one. I'm going to show you what the book says, and then I'm going to go back because it will not work on your computers there on campus. So if you click on picture, it's going to give you a Bing search, and you can type in abstract group interaction if you'd like. Type it in here, and then search, and it's going to find it for you. Eventually. And there it is. This is the one that it wants us to use, but it won't let us insert it on campus. So we're going to do it the other way. So we're going to close that. We're going to go to picture again. And remember I told you to download it with the download folder? So click on browse. It's going to open your downloads folder. And you might have a whole bunch of stuff like mine. You might not. Let's see here, downloads. And it's the PNG file, which is the support WD4 abstract group interaction. So I'm going to click on that. Click on insert. And now you see the little diagram, the little drawing. So that's exactly what we want. Here's the picture of it. Here's the part that I was telling you about. If you can't locate the image, you can click on here and it's going to tell you to use the data files. Okay. So we click the desired picture. We've clicked the insert button. So it's inserted. Now we're going to click on OK. And once we click on OK, it changes all of those to the little, I don't know what they're called, colored circles, triangle. So now we have that done. Next page. To change the bullet character to a predefined bullet character. Now we're going to change these chevrons to something else. So we're going to click on those chevrons. Then we're going to go here and we're going to define a new bullet. I'm sorry, we're not defining a new bullet. We're just changing it. So we're going to change it to this. It's the circle, the black circle, or the white circle with the black outline. Bullets display. Click the desired predefined bullet. In this case, the open circle. That's what it's called to format it. So now we have the open circle. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually sort our one of our bullet list because it's not in alphabetical order and we just want to make it look nice. Okay, so that's how we're going to do. So next page. To sort a paragraph, it tells you what you're doing and why. Select the paragraph to be sorted, click the sort button, and then click OK. So the paragraph to be sorted is the bonfire one. Or not the bonfire, but the light activity. So I'm going to select light activity. And I'm going to go up here to my sort button. Right here to A to Z. Click on sort, and it's going to ask me, what do I want to sort? I want to sort it by paragraph because I've got paragraph marks. So these are 3 different paragraphs. I want to sort it by text, not by a number. And I want to sort it ascending. So it's A to Z. Click OK. And then it rearranges it alphabetically, and it looks like what's in the book. Okay. It says save the sales proposal again, so I'm going to deselect that. I'm going to click the save button. It's always good to save. Okay, this is a break point. So this is a good place to stop if you need to. If not, let's just keep moving on.